There's a couple different ways you may be asked to attach a photo of your artwork to a Google Classroom assignment and turn it in. So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate to you how to take that photo, edit it, add it to your Google Drive, and then attach the image itself to a Google Classroom assignment. So I am logged in here as Elvis Presley. Elvis is a student in my first period art class. That way you can see the student side of things and how that looks. So I'm using the Intro to Shading assignment as an example because this is an example of a project where in the instructions it says photograph your completed assignment and attach the photo, turn in. So first thing that I need to do after completing the assignment is open up your camera from the launcher, and you're going to take a photo. I think it's useful to have a 3-second timer. That way you have enough time to hold your artwork or your image up, position it, and take the photo. So once I've taken that photo, open it. If it's a lousy photo like this one, delete it and take it again. So try that again. Use my timer. Maybe kind of position yourself above. Make sure you're center with the camera. Okay, so that's a little bit better photograph. Before I actually upload this into Google Classroom, it's always a good idea to edit the photo. So notice how you can kind of see at my nose here. That's kind of gross. So let's crop that out. So we are going to come right up to the edge of the page here. It's a little bit easier to crop and get a good image if you try to keep your paper centered. If you have a little bit of difficulty doing that, like I do, that's okay. The most important thing is when you are cropping is making sure we get a good look at the image itself as well. So you're going to hit done. And then while you're still here in editing mode, I would go ahead and rename. So I'm going to rename this Value and Shading because that's the name of the notes at the top of the page. All right, so after I do that, you can kind of hit enter or done. It says it's saved down here, so we are going to exit out and close our camera. So next you need to open up your Google Drive. So once in Google Drive, double click on your classroom folder, locate and double click on the art folder. And once in the art folder, you want to go to new file upload. Now you should be able to see in your recent, it should be the most recent thing. If you can't find it, go over here on images and then you can select that from there. Now, if you forgot to rename your image, so for example, this one did not get renamed, if you would like to rename that, so if I look at the assignment and I decide, well, I want to rename this Shading Practice as opposed to Value and Shading, click on the item, click on these little 3 dots up here and hit rename. So instead of naming that Value and Shading, I can call this Blending Practice because I am practicing using the blending technique of shading. So now it says Blending Practice. It's here in my Google Drive. Once you have uploaded the photograph to your Google Drive, then you can actually add it to the assignment and turn it in. So click on the assignment, hit on that Add or Create button and click Google Drive. You're going to click on the Blending Practice and hit Insert. And then once that uploads itself to the assignment, you can hit Turn In. And that's how you turn in an assignment in which you photograph the artwork and attach the photo directly to the Google Classroom assignment.